The law of the jungle is more than present in this game, which bases its even world of anthropomorphic animals and focuses on the story of Thomas, a reporter who ends up being carelessly imprisoned and who'll fight to bring the truth to light. The main character is Thomas, a renowned journalist who investigates an illegal chemical spill in the city's river. Their thing is that these actions put him into crosshairs of someone powerful, and who does not want this kind of information to come to light before the mayoral elections. You can imagine what happens next. They try to bribe Thomas, and when he refuses, they set him up and frame him in an attempt to get rid of him. What they don't take into account is that even behind bars, he's not going to give up. Aside from an intriguing story, Back to the Dawn provides us with an RPG experience that focuses on decision making and combines several interesting elements such as dice rolling and character development based on parameters and skills. From the beginning, we are allowed to choose between three backgrounds such as war journalist or undercover, which differ in distribution of stats and come with their own passive effects, which can help us different actions within the game. There are both benefits and consequences depending on our choices, and the world behind the bars is not a place to be taken lightly. So choosing and decide whether we want to strength or charisma, for example, is something that will be reflected in our gameplay. In addition to the social repercussions, the combat system is quite unforgiving and you have to think very carefully before looking for a fight with the rest of the prisoners, especially because it has more disadvantages than advantages in my opinion. The combat itself turn-based very classic, and while it seems simply at first, it gets a bit more interesting as you get a better equipment and skills. To me, it's a nice addition but not the point I focus on, and I regretted most fights rather than feeling good about their outcomes. The only flaws I saw were some dialogue errors and inconsistent text, which I imagine is a translation thing, but I thought that they were fixing it little by little with the patches, but everything is perfectly understood except in specific cases, like getting text one or something which happened once. And it is a tiny detail compared to the amount of content there is to experience. And if that wasn't enough, another alternative road is planned for the future, where we will not play Thomas but another character who is an undercover policeman, which seems really cool to me. Honestly, a very complete early access, and although many things can change from here for full launch, it leaves me intrigued by how it will develop as time goes by. I'm really looking forward to the other characters' route, and I'll be keeping track of that. But for now, it seems to me that it offers a good chunk of content, and it's a very easy recommendation.